What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Gang, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have been posting a little bit later in the evening nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was posting around 1 p.m., 2 p.m.-ish during the middle of the day. As my schedule has changed with school starting back up, the summer semester that I have been currently working on has started up. I have currently been posting around 5 p.m. If you guys like that, let me know. If not, I can maybe work around what you guys prefer. It works best for me, so if you guys are okay with it, I'm down to fall send. As you guys know, I have lowered the Subaru, and it's a little scary. So you guys don't know this, but I'm about to tell you, I've already scraped. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna come out and tell you, I already scraped. Now this is not a very good thing because over and over time it's gonna end up like my last Subaru. Bumper starts coming off, start going through lips. Now guys, I honestly didn't think my car was that low. I really didn't lower it that low. I'm already having itsy bitsy amounts of problems here. So I'm gonna further explain what I'm talking about. But it's a lot lower than I thought. Am I gonna raise it? No. Am I about to make a hype video? Yeah. I'm gonna take you guys out to the car right now. I wanna show you what I'm exactly talking about with the fact of my car might be a little too low. I'm gonna just show you what I see from here though, and I've told you guys in the last video that I do like parking on the street. Now this is why, it's because I get to come out of my house and I get to look at this. Like literally, look at this. It honestly looks like a freaking toy car from here. There's one thing I'm missing. It's a little something there. Stay tuned for that. Anyways guys, I've been getting a lot of questions on how I am liking the coilovers. I was thinking about making a review video of the whole setup, of how it rides, of how I like the BC coilovers. People have different brands of coilovers and they are actually wanting to get BC coilovers. I want to give like a little bit of comparison. I have never actually drove on any other coilovers. Like I've told you guys, I've only been on stock suspension and some springs before. So the coilovers is a whole nother world. Let's just jump right into this video. I've already talked too much. Yeah, the Subi's low. The front end seems to be doing just fine. There's about the width of my finger space in between the tire and it being able to rub on the fender. So I'd say we're chilling there. I don't rub on the front. The only problems I've had is over here in the back. You can definitely see that it is halfway down the tread of my tire where the front is just starting to touch the tread. Now coming down to the mud flap, if you look in here, you can see there's a nut right here, and I believe that is just how the mud flaps are attached. I was kind of looking at it yesterday and it looks like there's a metal plate. Behind the fender there's a metal plate, then the fender, that is actually the bracket that the mud flaps are attached to. So if you look right here, this nut is so close to my tire, when I back up it actually hits and rattles. I actually had Kirk back my car up as I was listening, and it was definitely that little nut rubbing on the tire. I held it back and had him back up as well, and then it stopped making the noise. So what we're gonna do today is, I don't know how we're gonna fix it, but we're gonna fix it. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull the Subaru up in the Rivco shop here, and we are probably going to Jimmy rig, zip tie, something along the lines of that, and fix the rubbing sound of my lowered Subaru. Like I said before, guys, I have scraped. I scraped once. I didn't think I was gonna scrape, but I scraped. It's actually gonna take me a while to figure out how low the car is and where I need to be able to drive and how I need to come in and out of parking lots before I stop scraping. I did only scrape once, so it's only been one time, so you gotta give me that. As I start driving it more and more, I'm going to figure out my limits and how much I need to slant. And it seems like if I actually come in or out, whether you're coming in or out, if you slant at first, get your front end over the obstacle you're trying to go at, turn your car and come at it straight, you come over it just perfect. I found that that's working amazing for the car. I don't know if that's how it is for any other car, because this being lowered is 3 million times different than the 04 WRX being lowered. I can't even explain that. Let's go ahead, let's pull the car up, then I'll further show you where I scraped. It's not bad, but I still kind of want to show you. Okay guys, let's pull the WRX up here. We can further see my little scrape mark that I have to show you, and then we can start working on the car. Here we go. I'm super excited to go get in it, but then again I'm not, because it's probably gonna be like 1,000,000 degrees in there. But let's send it. Okay, everybody, now that I have the car up here, you can kind of see what the heck's been going on over here. Yep, that's the bottom of the lip, and you can definitely tell I scraped it. Now, honestly, I do recommend you putting a front lip on your car for that reason. Now, even though I did scrape, all the heat got taken on the front lip, which is a lot better than on the front bumper, because now, you know, if you destroy a front lip, that's an easy $80 to replace, right? Where if you do scrape your bumper, if it gets bad enough, you're gonna have to replace the bumper, paint it, re-clear bra it, all the above. So it's just a lot cheaper in the long run if you just put a front lip on your car. Highly recommend it. Okay, let's jump into this mud flap fixation. Mud flaps fixation. Yeah. Let's get it. Okay, boys, so I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take off this nut. Here's a screw right here, and then there's a third nut right about there. Let's go ahead, take those off, and then we can see what we're working with, okay? I have taken off the top nut and the bottom nut, and now I'm just unscrewing this middle screw, which is about to actually come out. I think that's it. Oh my gosh. That is a monster screw. If you guys can see that, this is the metal bracket that I was thinking was part of the mud flaps, because it seems like it's kind of all one piece. I don't know if that comes on their stock or not, but let me set you guys down so I can dig into this. Looks like there's a clip on the bottom here. Right underneath on the corner, there was a clip. Obviously, we all hate clips, and they never last. Boom! It came out. It sits like this. This is the top screw that is starting to rub on my wheel. So what I'm thinking about doing, I don't know what I'm gonna do. What I'm thinking about doing is actually just Dremel cutting that off flat, then re-drilling a hole right through it, and then somehow tie the mud flap to the bracket, and it will be a lot skinnier, so we won't screw anything up. But let's go ahead and just cut it. Okay, everybody, I went ahead, I got my Dremel kit out. I got my nifty difty Dremel. I actually recently bought this for cutting stuff for the L4, and here I am, I'm using it again. So I knew I needed it in the long run, except for I still don't know how to use it. I know there's some sort of key, boom. And there should be an attachment. Okay, I think this is it right here. Now, this is where I'm getting confused, because this is where I keep breaking my Dremel. Do I really have stuff on my face right now? Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we're gonna, oh my gosh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, all right, what we're gonna do is, I'm going to do this on camera so you guys can see me do this. If I'm doing it wrong, oh my gosh, please comment, because I need help if I'm doing this wrong. Here's the attachment, okay? I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna push up on the attachment, just like that. I'm going to put the Dremel cutter wheel through the hole, rotate, and release. So that is how it sits in there. I don't really know how else it would go in there, and I don't think it can go in any other way. But for some reason, it never lets me down. It always breaks. Now, I guess we'll find out. It's probably gonna break this time, but we'll see. Okay, now we're set to go here. Put on my handy dandy gloves. And once again, fam, I'm going to be using this. I always talk about it in my videos too, that you should definitely buy one of these, because I use them all the time. And look it, right where I'm filming, I can go ahead and use my Dremel. Yeah! All right, chill out, River. Okay, so this sits in my car like this. Guys, I feel like I need some safety glasses, because I feel like there's gonna be metal stuff shooting. Ready to rumble, boy. First things first, you guys always gotta remember safety. That's a fact, okay? Now I know I look like a goon, but I'd rather have my eyeballs. Okay, it's about to get lit. Trying to do this where you guys can see it. Okay, that was not chill. Ah, it's spinching at me. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna do this right here. Okay, as you guys can see, I straight up chopped that off. It's hot. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, and I'll be right back. All right, I can't really see. Woo! That took a lot of work, boys. But check. I just spit everywhere. But check out this. Clean, nice cut I got on that. So now what I'm thinking for the rest of this is I want to drill a hole right through that, and then I will be able to Guys, I'm so stupid. No! I cut the wrong one. But no! Oh my gosh. Guys, I officially feel slightly retarded. I did such a good job, I'm all bragging about it, and I cut the wrong bolt off. Ugh! Okay guys, for this tutorial today, we are going to be cutting off the top bolt for this bracket. To further continue this, you do not cut the wrong one. Make sure you are watching what you're doing. Let's get started. Oh yeah, that's how you do it around here. Okay. All right guys, take 5. Let me go ahead and cut the right one off, okay? Alright everybody, don't worry. Why do I still have my glasses on? I went ahead, I ground it down just a little bit more, and then boom, I drilled a hole right through it. Boom. See that? Yeah. That's gonna be no rub river right here. You see it? And then I went ahead, since I messed up, and I just drilled a hole in the bottom as well. Oh, it looks like I gotta clean it up just a little bit. All right, everybody, my dad actually went ahead and he left. So what did I do? I parked the Subi in the garage. I always love doing that because now we can just work on it in here out of the sun, even though all the sun just went away. That's really weird. But now that I got it all drilled out and everything, let's go ahead, let's put this back on, and then we'll know what to do for the other side. I already know that I'm not gonna drill the wrong hole or cut off the wrong bolt, but let's go ahead, let's put this side on real fast and see if it works better. There was a fly. I got this all reinstalled. There's a screw that goes right in the middle. I was going to put just a little bit flatter and smaller bolt and nut up on the top and bottom. Well, now the bottom, but up on the top to where it didn't rub. I actually don't have any, so I think I'm actually just gonna put some zip ties in there for now. And then tomorrow or something, I'll go grab some other smaller, shorter, flatter bolts and I'll just put them in there to hold it over. But for right now, I'm gonna have to put some zip ties. So you already know we out here modifying cars. And look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the master of all masters of all zip ties into one jar. Oh, check it out. Look at this. It says what you can use the zip ties for. Somehow you can fix your boats, you can fix your plants, and you can fix your engines. Automotive applications. Check that out. It tells you right there. I was so serious about my zip tie. I'm about to zip tie this mud flap and let's zip tie it. All right, you guys know you're zip tying when you hear this sound. That, sir, is how you know you are putting in work. I just finished up the install on the left mud flap, guys, and now it sits good. Let me show you what I mean. I backed the car out so you could see a little bit. Hopefully there's a little bit more light. With this zip tie right here, it's flush and there's so much more clearance room. The bottom one was definitely an accident, but I got looking at the other side, and for some reason I'm thinking that that left side bracket was just bent or something along the lines of that, because this one just isn't as close as the other one. I might even just replace them with some screws and that clip that the screw screws into, but for all 3 parts. We're gonna kind of have to see what I can find at the Home Depot. All right, everybody, I just backed out of my driveway and I definitely don't hear the weird rubbing, vibrating noise anymore, so I believe that did fix it. Hold on, there's a bump right here. Nope, I don't hear it. I didn't hear anything as well pulling into there. I'm gonna hit this other bump right here. Nothing. All right, everybody, I got back to my house. I fixed the mud flap. Oh my gosh, guys. This is why you don't lower your car, because then it just becomes problems and you start having to fix things like that in certain ways that you don't want to, but it's okay because it looks dope. I need to get some flat bolts on there just so it's a little bit more secure. The zip ties obviously won't hold up forever, and I'd rather just have some nice, good hardware on there, but it's fixed for now. Until tomorrow, I will finish it. This is why you don't lower your car. That low, at least. All right, guys, peace out.